Okay, as usual, I think. So, what is this word?
Quotient.
What's this word? Pronounce it.
Quotient, sir.
লজ্জা পাচ্ছেন কেন? Pronounce করেন. Okay, quotient. What is the meaning of quotient? What is the meaning of quotient?
Measure.
It's called measure. So now, if I just put here this one, what's that?
Intelligence quotient.
It's meaning what?
Measure of intelligence. IQ.
Okay, so write it down. One is intelligence quotient, IQ. Number two is emotional quotient. Number three is adversity quotient. Number four is social quotient. This four. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
If I just draw a circle here, if I just put it here, you can just okay. Done?
Yes, sir.
IQ, SQ, AQ, EQ. So, what is the amount? What is the radius of a circle?
Sir,
360 degree. Okay. Alright, that's why it says that. It's another meaning is that all rounder. Yeah. All rounder. Written?
Yes, sir.
Done? Now come for one by one. So we have intelligence quotient, emotional quotient, adversity quotient, and then social quotient. If you just draw a circle, I think this is a very good circle. Well, so if you just draw a circle, it's meaning what? What is the radius of that circle? 360 degree. If it's 360 degree, even I think you can check it out. Like, it's a circle, right?
Yes, sir.
What is the radius of that circle?
360.
Any circle in the world is 360 degree.
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Any circle, the whole earth 360 degree. Even your, the finger ring 360 degree. Everywhere you find what? It's 360 degree. 360 degree meaning when a human being is capable of contributing or putting effort in everywhere. In everywhere, meaning look, this is another field, IQ, this is another field, SQ. What is the SQ? Social quotient. What is AQ?
Adversity quotient.
What is EQ? Emotional quotient. Meaning that if you want to be someone all-rounder, meaning that if you want to achieve this 360 degree balance in your life, then you must have this 4 quotient.
Yes, sir.
Now come with one by one. So what is the objective of this quotient actually? The objective of the quotient is that so that it's kind of like understanding your personality or developing your personality. How is your father? Okay, so it's developing your personality. meaning that you must have these quotients just to become a successful or professionally strong human being. And if you don't have this 4 quotient, and you need to work each and every part of the quotient one by one, step by step. It's not something that you can achieve it all on a sudden, once in a blue moon, or you have to achieve it. How can you remember? Consistency, one by one, practicing it, going for it, and then you can achieve this very easily. Now let's come for it. Intelligence quotient. And you find it like everyone comes to you and says, oh look, this student has got a very sharp IQ. We say it, right? What is the meaning of sharp IQ? Sharp IQ means what? Yes, no, sharp IQ means, it means that he has a very good ability to solve the problems. The IQ meaning, if you just go for that intelligence quotient, it's meaning that problem solving ability. What does it mean? Problem solving ability. Or IQ means like the ability to solve like mathematical problems, or it's like riddles, puzzles. That it absolutely depends on your IQ. Like who has got that huge amount of IQ is really good in math, science, and other things. That's called IQ. So what is IQ? Problem ability. Now, and when you are the students of arts, I think you are studying English. It's meaning that why are you here? I can guarantee you that you are here today because you have this less amount of intelligence quotient, and that's why you're studying with the arts, English. And probably would have been like you would have studied like science, doctor, engineering, medicines. These are the other branches that you could have studied. And if you go to, even if you just talk with one of your friends who is studying engineering, you'll find that his problem solving ability is much more superior than yours. He can come up with very instant ideas. So IQ is something gifted. IQ is something what? Gifted. It comes like, and now let me give you an example. I think all of you know Lionel Messi.
Yep.
So Lionel Messi is someone, if you think of the IQ of the football, then Lionel Messi is really great. He plays absolutely superb. There is no doubt of that. Lionel Messi is GOAT, greatest of all time, GOAT. But if you think of Cristiano Ronaldo, he's someone he made himself, meaning that through consistency, through practice, through dedication, he made himself. And if you just look up these 2 creatures, Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, if you just put side by side, you find that Messi is someone who is very much smaller, shorter than whom?
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes.
But if you just go for the success rate, you find what? Messi is advancing. Cristiano Ronaldo is not advancing at all. Meaning what? But if you think of Cristiano Ronaldo who wanted to become a footballer, and Messi is someone by born he's a footballer. You understand it? Meaning that Messi, the power of IQ of football is injected in the blood of Messi by default. He plays and comes and plays football. And he has some physical deficiency as well. Do you know that Messi has some problem in the body as well? He used to have hormonal diseases, but that's why he's short really, and that's why he plays like that. But when he plays like that, you find what? Wow, it's artistic, it's brilliant, it's magnificent, and all the beautiful adjectives you put down just to describe the elegancy of Lionel Messi. And if you just bring Cristiano Ronaldo, you don't bring the elegance or majestic or the beauty or artistic. You find how hardworking he is. You find how athletic he is, how energetic he is, But when Messi plays, you never say he's energetic. But when Cristiano Ronaldo plays, you say, wow, he's energetic. One is what? Gifted. And one is what? Who attained it. Through perseverance, through dedication, through hard work. You understand it?
Yes, sir.
Say something like, if I say that, sir, I think if you're thinking of yourself, then you're thinking like, well, probably you are in the wrong place because God has sent you with less IQ. No. God has given you the same amount of energies, the same amount of IQ to everyone, but how you practice it, because of the society, because of the culture, because of the our upbringing, we have limitations. And that's why our IQ falls down. But if you keep hard working, if you just put effort, and if you just come out of your comfort zone, then truly and honestly you can get the highest form of IQ when you are just practicing and practicing and practicing. Messi is a gift once in a blue moon, but Cristiano Ronaldo is an inspiration who is going to help you out, like to become someone like him through hard working and perseverance. If you have less amount of IQ, it's not your fault. But if the amount of IQ you have, if you're not practicing it, then it's your fault. So meaning that all of you, those who are in the classrooms, you have IQ, but making sure that you are utilizing it and making sure that you know exactly where your limitations are and where your strengths are. Putting your strengths and limitations in the same bucket and sorting it out and making your limitations into strengths can make you a successful human being.
Yes, sir.
You get it?
Yes, sir.
We all have limitations. Now, if I ask you the questions, what is IQ? You should be coming up with, this is the ability to solve problems, riddles, maths, puzzles, and all things. This is called IQ. Clear? Now, what is the next one? Emotional quotient. Now, emotional quotient is understandably, I think is very serious. Have you seen that, like, there are some people like who are really emotional. In any word they start to cry.
Yeah.
If the teacher just scolds him, he starts to cry, or she starts to cry. You know what happened today? I'm being scolded today. And you find there are some people, like, you have lost something, or these are people who keeps on mourning all the time, who are sad all the time. Why? Because they are not emotionally strong. And now there are two words that comes into your mind, and this will be coming into your mind, and this is going to confuse you as well. Sympathy versus empathy. What's the word? Rosarian, give concentration. What is sympathy and empathy? What's the difference?
So sympathy is when we are talking about our feelings towards something, perhaps, where however, empathy means we are considering the other person's feelings or emotions.
Okay, that's good. Okay, near. Sympathy is something like imagine that someone lost his father and you said, well, thank you. Or you say that, oh, well, it's the rule of the nature. So you say that, okay, done. But empathy is something, you're putting yourself onto his shoe and you're feeling the same pain. You're just feeling it. Like, who? That's the thing actually. This is called empathy. Empathy is much more greater than sympathy. Sympathy is something just only saying sorry. And empathy is not saying sorry. It's like you're feeling it. You're meaning it. And you're extremely sorry. That's called empathy. Or sympathy or empathy can be understood like, now what do you think? As a student, I think as a human being, you grow up in your life, I think you shouldn't be sympathetic, but much more empathetic. Empathetic meaning that you feel it. And sympathy can be solved by saying a sorry, but empathy is something that you're not saying only sorry, but you're putting much more effort just so that you can bring some comfort for the mourner who is just crying, who is just, who needs sympathy for that. So that's called emotional thing. Now, emotional quotient, I think some of you, I think you are going to fail because all of us, we're going to fail in our lifetime. You're going to fail in your job life. You're going to fail in your conjugal life, you are going to fail in your professional life, you are going to fail in your education life, and many of you are going to fail in the first semester exams. This is very obvious. And many of you are going to fail in your real life as well, meaning that you are struggling with something. But the problem is that when you become too much emotional and you give up, you understand? You become too much emotional and you give up, and you don't have that, you don't know exactly how to control your emotion. And that's the problem I think the young generation is failing to deal with. This is the problem I think we need to just address. I think so many of you are going to, I think if maybe it's not you, I think, but many of you, I think, your friends and family members, they are being indulging themselves into what? Into love, into that's called love before marriage. So that when they're indulging into it, and you find that they are becoming emotional, because they are taking emotion too much serious, that they are not being driven by their sentiment, not by their intelligence, but they are being driven by their what? Emotion. They make every single decision with their emotion, not with the intelligence. And then the problem begins in your life. When you're taking decision by your emotion, you are in danger zone. And if you're taking decision by your IQ, meaning that your intelligence, then you are in the right track. So sometimes I think, so since God has created male and female, the male especially, the male version, they used to take decision physically, always comes up with a thing with their physics, and women, they take decision by their emotion. They don't take decision with their intelligence. We have problem in the both sides, but the education that helps you and the knowledge that helps you and enlightens you to take decision with your intelligence. That's why we study. That's why we go through hard times, so that we can take decision what the decision should be making. We are making anyway. So emotional quotient is something like dealing with the rough patches of your life. You exactly know where to cry, and you exactly know where to smile. The emotional quotient gives you a balancing in your life. Do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
If you're not getting it, then I'll be telling it to you in Bangla again I hope after I finish. What is the next? Adversity quotient. This is interesting. Imagine that adversity quotient, meaning that is the same thing, meaning like you exactly know how to deal with the difficult situations in your life. I think all of you are going through difficult situation in your life. It's not, even if it's not professional, then it's personal. I think all of us, including me, we have an issue in our life, right?
Yes, sir.
I think we all have an issue. If there is no issue, then I can bring out a common issue that we have is what? Money.
Yes.
Whether it's an old syllabus or new syllabus, money is the common in every syllabus, right? Common topic in every syllabus. I think we all have this issue. So adversity quotient, meaning that when you are dealing with the bad times, meaning that when you are having a bad time, let me give an example. Imagine you are taking a ride in Patao, okay? And then when you are going to give the rent, like the Patao, when you're just when the ride is finished, you want to just give the fare. Marian, give concentration, Marian. So you are just want to give the fare, then you find that you haven't brought your wallet. No wallet. You don't have balance in your bikash. What are you going to do? This is adversity quotient. You are in danger right now. You're going to call your friend? Okay, this is another situation then.
Borrow from someone, like ask from someone.
The strangers are not going to borrow you, by the way. I rarely find any stranger. What do you think? Or you can do a social experiment of that. Like imagine you don't have money and you're asking for money. Can you just give me $100 loan? No way. I don't think this. They're going to help you. Rarely. Like, if you find people like me, I think I'm going to give you. Huh? Okay then.
We're gonna hold it. We're gonna say like, I'm going to give you the money on a different day.
Let me see what kind of solution you bring. I have another solution then. What are you going to do? You have no money at all. What are you going to do?
expect that the person understands if I'm being truthful, that I will pay them back later on?
Look, you are studying adversity quotient, but the part of driver is not studying adversity quotient. So he needs the money, bro. So someone is going to send you the money, right? This is one solution. But if you don't want anyone to bother, then you should do the same thing. You say, well, I forgot, but okay, let's have a back ride, return ride. Let's go back to my home and get my wallet and take the money, and let's say you're going to come back. So anyway, this is called your adversity quotient when you're in danger. Or even I think since I think you people are solvent enough, I can still remember that during the student life we used to have that one taka fare in the bus. Still we have that 1 taka or 2 taka is enough for the mamas. Because for the mamas are going to ask, can you give 2 taka? They're happy because student you're giving 2 taka.
So then the perfect meaning of the
Adversity is like dealing with
exactly know
how to survive. It teaches you how to survive in a moment of disasters. Okay, now let me tell you one thing. Let me give another example. What adversity quotient teaches you? Imagine that at home you find that in the gas burner, you are trying to just light up the gas, but it's not working. It's not what?
It's not
Working. And you find that there is a smell of the gas coming around, and you are doubting that there might be a leakage in the gas line, right? You are calling. Or you find that there is no gas, you're trying to just start the gas burner or light up the gas burner, it's not working. So what are you going to do at first?
Call yes sir, call the guy who would fix it perhaps?
Yes, you're going to call the guy who is going to fix it, but this is a problem actually. Your problem solving ability is really low. At first you should call your neighbors. Hey, what's going on? Do you have the gas?
Right.
Right? Then you know exactly whether you have to call the gas guy or 999 or where.
Yes sir.
No. I'm talking about because of the situation. I think the whole house has the same system, right?
Yes,
The neighbor. So then come for so there are so many situations exactly you need to know actually what you should be doing during that situation. That is called adversity. When you're in danger, but it happens sometimes. Like I think in recent form it happens what? Like people, I think we have 999. Do you know the emergency phone number?
Yes.
9999. So what happens right now? Husband and wife is they're having a fight actually, brutal fighting. So the husband calls 999, the wife calls 999. Both of them are calling 999. This is the poor management of their conjugal life, because you are not going to call the third party where there is a problem of the privacy, because you don't have the problem solving ability. The first thing you shouldn't be calling 999, calling a police officer. First you should be calling your nearest neighbor or someone, the guardian, so that they come and just deal with the thing. So our adversity quotient, or even if you find it, I think we have when you study these sort of problems in the life, you find the whole life, if you just sum it up, I think all of you are 20 or 21 or 19 to 22.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're growing up, as you grow up, my dear students, as you grow up, you find this whole life is full of problems. You eat too much, or you eat oily food, gas. Come on, low sectile, you're having it. And when you're having low sectile and sectile, it becomes a habit for you. And when it becomes a habit for you, you can't lead your life with low sectile and sectile. And then you're taking too much stress, then it comes pressure. And you are taking the Bizoran, again you are going for the medicine. And everything you do in life is somehow you are getting, who are these two actually? Who are these three? Okay, wait. Okay, don't worry. Okay, so now this is called adversity quotient, and then now come for that social quotient. Social quotient. Now, what is social quotient? Social quotient is absolutely all about networking. Is what? Networking. Creating the network. As you know that, I think the whole world right now if you find that a man who is really known or who wants to be famous, he comes where? In the social media, right? And he does some cringy things and he becomes famous, right? And you find that I think we all have this kind of in the social media. If you think of Hero Alam to Zayed Khan, all of the they are so famous in the history, even in the I think worldwide. It's all about because of the cringy stuffs. And if you find that, now let me give you an example. When you have the knowledge, who is going to avoid this kind of cringy stuffs? You people have to avoid it because you have knowledge. How many times will you find that? What do you think? In the social media, I know all of you use Facebook, right? Yeah. Good. If you're using the Facebook, I think those who are using the Facebook, the Instagram is free. Right? Is free. And those who are being addicted to Instagram, and then suddenly they have the idea to using the Snapchat. Okay, so still you don't have the idea. You'll have the ideas surely. Then if you are using these free social media things, and have you ever even you have noticed that even WhatsApp has brought the options of the channels, like even they are broadcasting the cringy stuffs as well. So now the question to you is like, in the social media, in the Facebook, how many of you will view the lecture of the class, or how many of you will view the cringy stuffs of any social media or any food lover, food blogger and other things? You find that people are watching these food bloggers, but for no reason actually.
Yeah, no reason.
No reason, but they're viewing it and they're giving haha everywhere. And probably they want to give that haha use, I think, Facebook everywhere, you know. So when you have knowledge, you exactly know what is to say and what is not to say, what to react and what not to react. The social quotient helps you to build a common society. It helps you to build, you know, a societal platform where you can build a networking. Like you find that there are some, let me give you an example. Have you ever seen that? There are some good students in the university, they don't get a job, but there's some poor student who just passed somehow in the student, but he is doing a very good job. And then you ask, how did you do that? And then you say that, you know, he has that father, uncle, and thing, but that's not the truth actually. Because maybe he has got that networking power extremely high, and that's why he is somewhere. And sometimes, you know, we somehow demean the power of networking. You always must have good relationship with your friends, family members, with your relatives, neighbors, and even, you know, some of the professionals, so that you never know why you need someone who was a stranger but could have been our savior or could be the savior in your next life. So social quotient exactly teaches you just to bring a harmony in the society, just to bring harmony in the society and making a good relationship with the society or even the other platform members. Like if I ask you, like, how many of your friends, I think many of your friends are studying in some other private university, right? Yes. So you must have a good relationship with them, exactly, because you should know what they're learning, what they are, and when you have a good relationship with them, they are going to help you in your professional life, in your other, like, when you are just getting out of this university, if you have a good connection, they are going to recommend you. And sometimes, you know, having less IQ is not an issue. And you can overcome this IQ when you have AQ and SQ. If you have these two quotient intact in your mind, adversity quotient and social quotient, trust me, you don't have to this one. because you exactly know, because at the end of the day, it's all about how you deal with the difficult situation of your life and how you maintain the relationship with the society and other stakeholders of the family members or even in the society. So having less IQ is not an issue, and I cannot control over it, because we cannot work on it, but we can work on this too. If you just work on this too, just to enrich yourself with this adversity quotient and social quotient, trust me, you are going to be someone where the intelligent quotient, because some people have really so much intelligent quotient, but these people lack this too. Have you seen that there are some students, those who are really introvert, having a huge amount of IQ, but they have less amount of adversity quotient and social quotient, and that's why they are lacking behind. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So I request you, this adversity quotient and social quotient, just to have this in your life. Thank you so much. Can you stop the recording? Thank you.